Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time, but with everything going on this year, it's been really busy and really crazy. I know I say this every time, but hopefully I'll be posting more from now on, so be sure to subscribe. Today I want to share a 1 year, 9 months-ish update on my mastectomy. I did direct to implant nipple sparing mastectomy, so that meant one surgery, no expanders, straight to implant. I chose this because the idea of 2 surgeries was really daunting to me, and there's my cat. Ultimately, I'm really happy I did direct to implant. However, I have noticed some maybe visual effects that I would have maybe not had if I had done expanders, and maybe it would have been a little bit of a easier recovery for me. If you have any questions about having a mastectomy or what choices to make, I'm happy to give you my own opinion and my own advice if you want to comment below or reach out to me on Instagram at findinginnerpierce. I'm happy to help and be here for you. I know it's a really hard decision. So I can't believe it's been 1.5 years already. Like, it feels like I'm an entirely new person. It makes me really happy. I've had a lot less anxiety since I had the surgery. I talked about that in my first video about how it's really just been like a weight lifted off my shoulders. I got it done when I was 24 and I'm about to turn 26. I will say that I'm really happy I did it before 25. Here in America, you're able to be on your parents' insurance if you're lucky enough to have them have insurance until you're 26. And I was able to do the surgery for about $2,000. Looking at my current insurance situation that I'm about to switch to when I turn 26, I would have had to pay $8,000, I believe, out of pocket on top of monthly insurance payments. So if you are under 25 and that's part of your consideration on when to get your surgery, I'm happy to share my knowledge there. I feel really thankful that I did it before turning 26, though, for that reason and for other reasons. I was just ready to do it. I felt ready. If you're not ready, don't feel pressured to do it. Ultimately, you'll know when the time is right. So the first thing I want to talk about is sensation. I get this question all the time, like, can I feel my boobs? How does it feel? All that kind of stuff. And I can feel on one side more than the other. The right side, it feels pretty much comparable to what it used to feel like, I would say. However, my nipple does experience more painful sensations than positive sensations. It's like almost too sensitive now. On my left side, it's less sensation, but it's not completely numb. It feels like I'm wearing a push-up bra, in the sense that, like, when you're wearing a push-up bra and someone like pokes you, you can tell that someone poked you, but it doesn't feel like a touch necessarily. I am completely numb over here under my arms, like my armpits areas, and that gets really annoying. I get some phantom itches over there that I can't scratch. That's the only spot, and I'm glad, because I used to be super ticklish over there and now I'm not ticklish anymore. So that's one benefit. As far as wearing a bra, I know in my last video I said that I never wear a bra, and it's great. I kind of regret not ever wearing a bra. I think wearing a bra is important because it helps maintain them and they don't like sag as much over time. I know they don't sag, but the skin stretches as you age and whatnot. I have started wearing a bra when I sleep. I'm not wearing one right now. It's nice, everything's still perky and looks good, but when I sleep I do, because I sleep on my back and my implants like go to the side when I sleep. So there will be just this huge gap in between my implants when I'm sleeping, and it's super uncomfortable. So yeah, I've started wearing bras when I sleep. I wear Calvin Klein bras usually, or like a similar bra. I linked them below if you're interested in knowing what bras I wear or wore during recovery. But yeah, that's what I wear, and I would highly recommend, if you're going through this, even in the beginning before they start to like loosen up, wear a bra at night if that's what your doctor wants. Something else that has been happening is on my left side, which this might be from doing direct to implant, but there's a slight discoloration in one spot. It's almost like a bruise. Not that dark though, it's very subtle, like people can barely notice it. I've asked my doctors several times, as well as a dermatologist, and they all have said it's probably from my skin being thinner there, where maybe they cut too close, or it stretched too much or something like that. I don't love that, but again, I'd rather have that than have breast cancer, so I guess in that sense it's okay. My nipples are also still slightly inverted. Well, only one of them. My left nipple has gone back to normal pretty much, and it gets like hard and does all the things a nipple's supposed to do, but my right side still usually stays flat. Something else that I'll say that I was really bad about during recovery is my doctor told me to massage my breasts, and I did not do that. I was a terrible patient. I didn't do it. I thought everything was fine, gonna be okay, and I really regret that because now I have slight capsular contracture. It's not bad, it's not painful for me, but basically it just means that one part of my breast is like slightly more firm than other parts. For me, it's not painful. There could be worse complications, but it could have been potentially prevented had I massaged my breasts during recovery. I have started massaging them with vitamin E oil, which I also linked below, and that I feel like has helped them get a little bit softer. It's helped my skin feel better and like look a little bit better. So if you're going through recovery and your doctor has mentioned massages, definitely do that. I would ask your plastic surgeon when you're able to start massaging, and look into vitamin E oil as an option to massage with. It's something that I didn't realize the importance of until it was too late. So if I can give any words of advice, that's that. It's to wear a bra at night and to also massage with vitamin E oil as per your doctor's recommendation. Another option that I have moving forward is to do fat grafting. I do have a slight indent, like I can't show you my boob obviously, but you might be able to see, okay, yeah. So you can see here how you can kind of tell where my implant starts. It's not super noticeable to most people, but I'm obviously my own worst critic and it bothers me. I have the option to do fat grafting, which could potentially help that. I'm not sure that I'm going to do it yet. I think in a couple years maybe I'll do it. I'm just not ready to do another surgery. I've heard mixed reviews. If you've done fat grafting, please leave in comments below how it was, because I'm really curious about other people's experiences before I dive into maybe doing it. And the last thing I want to share is what I've been doing exercise-wise. So I was literally never able to do a push-up even before my surgery. I'm back to where I was before surgery, muscle-wise, and I'm almost able to do a push-up, which is really exciting. It's something I never thought I could do. So I'm working toward that, and hopefully by my next update I will have done one. I'm also doing a lot of posture stretches, and I recently bought a posture corrector because I noticed over the past couple years that I was slouching a lot more. I don't know if it has to do with my muscles tightening, but I never really did physical therapy or anything after surgery. So I started doing a lot of the physical therapy stretches that they would recommend, such as, you know, putting your arms back and stretching in a doorway, things like that to open up your chest and to help with your like posture here. If you have the opportunity to do any sort of physical therapy, or I was doing a restorative yoga that was helping me learn about posture stretches and chest and shoulder stretches, I would highly recommend doing that as well. It's also something that I didn't know that I would need, and now a year and a half later I'm like, oh, I am a little tight. I do need to stretch that out. I don't want to get to the point where I have terrible posture, or to the point where I can't do push-up, or where I can never stretch again. Like, I want to be working on my body to maintain it and to improve it as I age and grow. Otherwise, I'll say I'm really happy still with my decision to do the mastectomy at 24, direct to implant. It's relieved so much anxiety in my life. I knew I had the BRCA1 gene mutation since I was 19, and my mom had breast cancer twice, and my grandma had breast cancer twice. I'll link that video up there if you want to hear my BRCA story. But I don't think I would change anything about my surgery and my surgery time. I think I might change how I recovered. Like, I would massage more, I would do more stretches, and I would wear more bras. But otherwise, I'm so happy with my decision. And honestly, if you're facing this and you're considering this, I would say research your doctors a lot. Make sure that you like their results and you trust them, and then go for it, because you're gonna feel so relieved on the other side. Next steps on my journey are looking into egg freezing, potentially looking into IVF with genetic testing, potentially looking into getting my tubes removed one day once I have children, but that's all pretty far down the line for me. Egg freezing, if I decide to go that route, I'll probably look into that in the next couple years. So keep following if you're curious how my journey continues as I grow in age. And I'll let you know if and when I decide to do fat grafting. That's probably something I will look into in the future. I just can't justify it at this age right now when my boyfriend and I are happy and I like how I look. And hopefully you will not have an inverted nipple, you will not have capsular contracture, or any of the other various issues I've had. But if you do have it, I feel for you and you're not alone. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.